Welcome back to Anno 1800. Now, since the last episode, you will probably have noticed that I have upgraded a few more of these residences, and as I was doing that, I thought, why am I doing this off camera? I can do this on camera because I'm sure that many people are interested in how I do the upgrading and, how I do the upgrading is kind of self-evident. I do it like that. But also I pay attention to these words, yes, these numbers at least. Tobias distracted me there. And I tend to upgrade in small, like I would upgrade, say this, because this isn't that many buildings. And then I go and upgrade more, and so here is a better example actually, because here this is an example of one bulk of houses that I would be upgrading in one lot. So the next thing I would do here, for instance, is upgrading these houses. We're not going to do that right away though. One thing that I did do off camera is I redid the Docklands. That was interesting. I had to tear down a lot of the stuff that I had in Docklands, including the depots, which meant that I lost a sizable amount of goods. There's not much I can do about that, except accept the losses. But now we have Docklands looking like this, and I feel that even though I can't upgrade it symmetrically, because here is where the beachhead ends, so I will not be able to fit one more module there. I might be able to move it one step to the left, so I can get a row of buildings down here, and I probably will do so as well. Can actually do that right away. Just remove this, remove that, and one step to the left, and then redo the roads. That. And I also had roads going like this in here. And then we can redo the pier. Like that. Because that means I now will be able to do modules along here. I could potentially do a pier, I think. If I turn it around, I could do a pier down here. That would, of course, be asymmetrical, but I do think that 5 piers on this side will be enough. I mean, they do add 15 attractiveness, but it's not that important with the attractiveness. The repair crane down here is temporary, just to have the symmetry for now. And I will be swapping that out with something like a depot or a loading wharf. As you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm building these buildings that require water in front of them. I'm building them in a square, and then on the corners I either do export offices or I do these see, I've actually done that on all of these corners. I've used the export offices and the harbor master's offices because those do not require the open water in front of them. And the little boats that travel along inside of here, they don't seem to mind that they are just waddling around inside an isolated little pond. So at least we have Docklands looking a bit more symmetrical now. Ocean Wharf. I'm glad they mentioned that, because what else? I mean, somebody could think that this was a, I don't know, a mountain hike, like the start of hiking up to the top of the mountains, or maybe they could think it was the palace. You never can tell. But yes. So, let's go back to upgrading these houses. I also want to do some moving around of things in front of the palace. I'll probably keep these two, but this one and these, they are going to be moved. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially these as well, but these I could upgrade to artisans. It's not that important with just a few buildings that they are outside of the influence of a town hall, because I can cover the good needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, where do I want those? I think a location for those would be... Ah yes, up here. Upgrade that one, and then start moving them. 2, 4, 5, and this is part of the reason why I don't do this on camera usually. 6 buildings is fine to move, but when I have to move like this entire city block here, that's one episode. Trust me. Alright, now let's upgrade another block of artisans, and also these 3. Because it just looks better to have artisans up here. We could do some decorating in front of the palace. Let's see. Do I really need roads there? No, I don't. If I do this, we get a nice little square. It's not symmetrical, but that is not really a massive concern here. I think actually I will upgrade these to artisans as well. Most of the buildings... Yeah, these will be artisans, so that's good. Right, so decorating in front of the palace, that is a little bit daunting actually. If we do away with that... Actually, I think I want to do away with it all. I'm not going to build a hotel. We have the cherry trees. I could do 4 cherry trees, or I could do 1. I'm not going to have tourist things in front of the palace, or obvious tourist things, that is, like parasols. No, I don't think we're going to take anything from there. No, not going to take the archways either. Investors, we only have the gazebo plaza and the fountain plaza. The fountain plaza is not bad. The gazebo plaza would be kind of weird to put there, I think. In the engineers, we only have the esplanade, which is probably a completely wrong way of pronouncing it, but I'm sure someone will correct me. Could have used those, but no, I don't think I want any of these either. Which brings us all the way down here to the special ornaments. I mean, these are pretty, but I feel they're kind of out of place there. This one is nice, but in front of the palace? I don't think so. This would work. Yeah, I'm gonna have 2 of those there. And for that little area down there. I don't know what I'm going to put there. Could do the duck pond, but I kind of feel that it's out of place. Iris girdle fountain? No. No, none of these really fit, I feel. The city lights, we have the Clearwater Pool, but that thing is gigantic. And placing down telephone boxes, well, I think I have one in the city, but we don't really have telephones yet, so... is this thing... Oh, it is a fence. Interesting. I also feel that having bakeries and pizzerias... Pizzerias doesn't really fit in, or cheesemongers and things. It doesn't fit in with a market in front of the palace.
Ceasefire has ended.
Neither do drinks shacks, so any market-y thing doesn't really make sense here. A water trough? No. The Twitch drop ornaments, that's just billboards. Now, I think we are going to go with the Fountain Plaza here. And then we are going to go back to engineers. And... okay, it's not here, so it's here. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. And then we can have some piazza benches here. That... I'm not sure what to put up here. And actually, let's remove that one and that one and replace it with one of these palatial columns. I really don't know what to put here. I mean, this would fit, but it would ruin the road going up there. What I could do though is I could remove that, and I could remove this road, because this is a school. And I could fit in a topiary garden here. Now that doesn't look good. Yeah, we're going to do a topiary garden then. Like that, and then we can extend this hedge. Perfect. Now we have a... yeah, this very much looks like a palace area. I'm kind of proud of this, even though the symmetry is strong in this area here. Speaking of which, I'm going to remove that one and do the same there as well. There we go. Yeah. This is perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it's definitely good enough for our purposes. We are going to need more sewing machines, and we are also going to need more fur coats, and soon we are also going to need more spectacles. Penny farthings, we're good on those. We're not using any of the pocket watches at current. Coffee should be fine. We also have the 6 tons per minute coming in from Kahina, so champagne is perfect. Chocolate, actually. That's interesting. I'm not producing any chocolate. The chocolate that we are getting into the city are the ones that we're getting for free. Let's upgrade these buildings as well. Now we're getting very distinct city quarters here. So this is the artisan quarter, this is the engineer quarter, this is the investor quarter. Speaking of which, let's do this. Do these guys require a bank or anything like that? No, they don't. So the bank we have here is more than sufficient to cover both our engineers and our investors in the investor quarter. We can also upgrade these. Now we have ample influence thanks to the palace and the investors, and of course the cultural modules that we're getting 100 for free from. And we should also, yeah, we just popped up to profile level 45. Which should mean that we have more palace wings available. 3 of them to be more specific. Let's move... No, I'm going to have to tear them down. Let's tear down 2 of these.
Scattering of blossom.
Build 2 more. And then 2 more.
I want to look after everyone.
That. Now the palace might get out. Yep, it is getting out of this, which means that we are now getting additional oil. I don't know how much. We were at 52, I think. Okay, that is actually quite substantial. Now it's 73 per minute. Which is quite impressive from just 7 wells. I'm very, very content with that. Let's see what these residents... They want to give us a gift.
You ain't half good to us.
Boys Choir flyer. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but okay. Let's continue to upgrade some more these workers. In here we have Gordon, the Master Grocer, for the beer and happiness. We do have an actor. The Variety Theatre there should cover this entire quarter. And we also have the Millicent's Manifesto of the Suffragette, which gives more happiness in abundance, workforce, and less chance of riots. So I'm thinking this quarter will be quite useful. Now, let's quickly recheck our consumer goods here. Yep. Yeah, everything here is still looking very, 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 very much okay. Which means we can upgrade the final investors. Like that. Now, all of the buildings inside of the radius of this town hall are investors. We should cross 600, I think. I think this is the most influence I've ever had. No, I did have more in my previous, the offline save I did. But there I went into skyscrapers, which was a mistake. Now, one of the things that I will do here is that I will probably replace this, geesh, we're making 80,000. So I will replace this, and I can do that right away, actually. I want more population in these houses. And that means using the papal paper of prenatal preservation. Blah, blah. That means we are going to get bonus residents from coffee, light bulbs, champagne, and chocolate. So 3, 6, 9, 12... Do they need university? I don't think they need university. No. No, why would they care about education? We don't have the steam carriages yet, but if I put the prenatal paper in there, I'm pretty sure that we will get to the point where we will get 5,000 investors, which is what I'm hoping we can get here. Let's take a quick look here and see if we can get 5,000. Yep, 5,980. That means that when we have filled up our investors, we are going to be able to build both the World's Fair, and we also get the steam carriages. Now we need more spectacles, and thankfully we do not need more penny farthings. Do we have enough coffee? Not production-wise, but with the coffee we are importing from Kahina, yes. So the only thing I also need to start producing chocolate. Let's do that right away, actually, because I don't want to have issues with that. Am I exporting any chocolate in the Docklands? If I am, I need to turn that off immediately. I am. Let's replace that with rum. Or maybe not. That is a lot of rum. That is way too much rum. We are already importing How about light bulbs? We are very close on light bulbs. It would work. Now, we did need to import sausages, but I've already fulfilled that need, actually. We need to import 171 hops. The tallow... Where is the tallow? It's in the yeah, we've done that, so we can remove that one. I don't know what to import. Let's do the hops. We needed 171 of those. And if that's another Easter egg and we get Anno 171, that would be very interesting. Let's just do 30 of these. I suspect we're not full up on hops because I lost so many goods when I tore down the Docklands. So we're going to be good for a while when it comes to space for things. All of that concrete that I threw away and so forth. I really threw away a lot of goods. I tried to salvage what I could, but there was no way that I would be able to salvage it, so... Okay, what we have to do is go to the new world. Let's just quickly check this. Is this one of those locate? Crap. Find and locate the wild animals. So, 2948, be right back. Well, I found one of them. And that was enough. Yay, we got a shepherd. I definitely don't need a shepherd, but it's fine. Okay. I don't know if we need anything down in the new world. What I do know that we need in the new world is ships, so I'm going to send these 3 down. But before I do that, I want to go and see. We do want more steel beams, and I do suspect that we do want more... Yeah, so steel and steam motors. So let's take that and send this one to Caledorn Wyv. This one can take that and go to Caledorn Wyv. And you can just go to Caledorn Wyv because I don't need anything. Okay. Now let's go down and have a look in the new world. I think we can use this island for the cocoa for now. Do I have any... No, I don't have any specialists for these. Do I have any specialists for these things? This is where I had the other Teutonic technical secateurs. Cocoa plantations. Mrs. Okay, we just unlocked 5,000 investors, so we can now build skyscrapers, which I will not do for a very, very long time.
First elevators, now metal frames. Skyscrapers are key to this city's otherwise worthless future. Sky's the limit, I'd say. A business venture ripe for the both of us.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, you've probably heard of me. Donald Bader. Call me Donnie. They say don't brag, but who has time to be coy? I'm the best investor this city has, apart from you, of course. My guru.
I wonder who they based this guy on.
I know a thing or two about construction investments, and let me tell you, elevators and skyscrapers are on the rise. I can offer insider info, if you like.
Let's take the quest. It's not here. It should pop up when we get to the old world. So horticulturalist Herman, he affects cocoa plantations. We also might... No, we don't have any hybrid cocoa beans. The this guy also affects sugarcane farms.
Calling me a 12-sided buffet.
That's the hops we needed. The arborist would also help with cocoa. We have ample influence now that I'm not worried about putting down trade unions to improve things like I've done here. We probably should do that for sugar as well. How much? Okay, so we need 1500 obreros. That shouldn't be too much of a problem if I do this, then this, then this. And this, and this. New buildings unlocked. Quickly do a quick check here. Have enough rum, enough coffee, cigars. We do need more bombins. We have enough plantains. We have enough. Okay, so we need tortillas and bombins. Both of which are surprisingly easy to do something about, because I do have the. I think I have the felt that I need. Yep. And for tortillas, I definitely have what I need there. I might need one more fish oil. Whatever these are called. Fish oil factory. But the tortilla maker is... Where is it? Basically, it's just a matter of doing this. Then check if we have enough fish oil, which we don't. And then we need to build another fish oil factory. Why are you insisting on... As you wish.
The non-aggression pact has ended.
We want to renew these non-aggression pacts, of course.
Pure as lone bamboo.
Should also try to
Because everyone knows.
charm her a bit.
The non-aggression pact has ended.
Yeah, I know. I just renewed it. There is a quest here somewhere. There it is.
There's only a few things I remember. Bring
Photography.
back the good old times, boss.
They want us to photograph the family. Here we go.
I'm feeling really
And we
proud.
get a knitter, which I'm very likely going to either sell or donate to science in the research institute. There is another quest somewhere here.
I would appreciate your help. If we reach the top, the
The
world
working
will
women. I've no idea where these working women are. Huh? I want to see. Okay. There they are. Good. Submit.
You never let me down.
And we get some chocolate. Women professionals. Now, we don't have any ships available down here. That is why I wanted the 3 ships down here, because we are going to have to transport some more goods down here. And I think I will have to redo these tobacco plantations as well to get the trade union affecting them. If I put the trade union there...
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, the ships are here. Let's just
Your
put it
ship
there
has
for now.
returned from its voyage.
And we want... Not Mrs. Brown, we want horticulturalist Herman.
Your ship has returned
And
from its
we
voyage.
want... the pedologist, I think. Yeah, he will affect the tobacco farms, and then the arborist. That's 50% more productivity. Mrs. Brown is really good. She would be good for the tobacco. It might actually be a good idea to have 2 trade unions down there. One for the tobacco and one for the... Then I need 1 more pedologist and 1 more arborist. Like that, and then...
A marriage of earth and heaven. It is immoral.
You know what? I feel that the horticulturalist Herman is better, so I'm going to go with him. But I'll bring with me these in addition, just in case.
Cargo stations.
We want to drop off 100 of these here.
We will be so much stronger together.
Go away.
Oh, unexpected.
And we'll drop off 100 of those. And instead we'll pick up 100 of these.
Cargo boat at the ready.
In both of them. And we need to move these out of the way, because otherwise I'm going to pick that ship up. There we go. And move these down here. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do this.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
It's not a bad guy to get. I'm going to pause the recording while I rearrange things a little bit here. So be right back. Here we go. I didn't really need to shuffle that much around, but for some reason I got more open space down here. I'm not really sure why, but then again I did move this one back to get space for these 2 tobacco plantations here closer to one another, which means they are both covered by this trade union. So we have the 4 tobacco plantations and this plantain plantation covered. We also have these 4 covered. I also noticed that while horticulturalist Herman is better than Mrs. Brown, he doesn't affect tobacco plantations. So only the pedologist affects the tobacco plantation, but that's fine because we get additional cocoa from them now. For the cocoa plantations, the horticulturalist and the arborist are affecting them, and for some reason, apparently so is the plantain plantation, and it is not mentioned. It says cocoa, caoutchouc, cotton, coffee. Oh, there it does say plantain. And it does say plantain there as well. I guess I'm just blind, so I can neither talk properly these days, nor can I read properly these days. Oh well, what's new? I also upgraded this one because this one is completely overwhelmed by all these, and of course they'd rather go up there than go down here or up there, so... Which reminds me that it might actually be a good idea. Yeah, that might help. If I do... I can't do it all that way because that will cut off the entirety. No, I can't do that either. But I can do this. I think there is space behind it. Yeah, there is. If I do that and then build this like that, maybe they'll go here now? I'm not sure. It's a bit closer at least. This one is probably redundant, but then again maybe not because they seem to go there, so... Anyhow, this is this area here. We are now producing 19 cocoa and 12 tobacco. So what we also have to do then is... yeah, this is the route I have with Archie in the old world, by the way. I added on bricks because of my Docklands accident. So we need a dedicated route, which will be NW03. And the microphone is too far down, so I keep hitting it with my fingers. Cocoa. And we need to load up the cocoa as well. Do that. Unload and do that. That is NW03. Move this to New World. And then we need the ship.
Cargo stations.
So this is NW03SO1. And let's add you to the route. This one is the one that I sent back up to Colonia with. That's not the right place, you know. Delete. That's better. And accept.
Ceasefire has ended.
Right, so this ship is going to load up on that. I sent this cargo vessel up here because I need to look for more of these specialists. There's a pedologist. We want him. There is a horticulturist, Herman. We want him. We don't need any of these. Nope. Nope. We are... This is an absurd amount of cash now. Nope. Nope. Another arborist, that's good. We need that. Arborist, good. Don't use this guy. Yes, instead of fish oil, the building processes cocoa and you get free chocolate every 3 cycles. But instead of fish oil, the building processes cocoa. That's bad. This one is even worse. Instead of sugar, the building processes coffee beans. You guys already know how much coffee we need. You've seen the coffee plantations we have up on Colonia Wyv, and I actually need to produce more of it. The only reason why I don't have to do so right away is because of the coffee we're buying from Kahina. This guy is actually quite good, but in the old world. Not sure about this lady here. Produces work clothes. But I mean, she could be useful in the old world when you have scholars and you have to make bootmakers. Otherwise, you'll have to transport work clothes from the old world, from the new world to the old world. I mean, the 40% productivity isn't bad, but speaking of which, do we have enough space in that? Minus 50% workforce. Minus 50% workforce. What does she do? 40% productivity. I'll buy her and we can see if she makes any sense. The work clothes, I'm just going to leave them around. I don't need them. Torquedor Lucia. I'm going to buy another one of her because she can come in handy actually. We have a ship here. Let's dump these off and park the ship up here together with our oil tanker. Yet another quest down here. Yeah. The crocodiles usually aren't that hard to find. I don't understand why they added those quests. I mean, I'm usually not one for complaining about things. I think I complain fairly little when it comes to games, but I just don't get who at the Ubisoft development team that designed Anno thought that it would be a good and fun idea to have to find random things in the streets of your city or anywhere really. It's just not fun.
Way to go.
I mean, that's a decent reward, but still. Okay, so then... what is going on here? Oh. That is a bad place for a fire. I might want to build a fire station down here, actually. Like, say, there. Rotate it. Probably also want one out here when we get to building stuff out there, so I'll just build it now. This one should cover this part of the city. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, that's one who came from there. So now we need chocolate factories. Chocolate factories require equal amounts of cocoa and... well, no, they need 2 sugar to each 1 cocoa. Oof, these are going to be a bit of a pain. Drop these off and pop on over back to Isabel, because we might get some chocolate factory specialists. Let's just build one to trigger the potential of getting specialists for it. It's covered by this one, but I'm not going to change any of these. So if I'm going to have a dedicated area for chocolate factory specialists, it will have to be a separate location. Now, sugar. We are going to need a fair bit of sugar. I might actually be producing enough sugar as is. Not sure how... ah, yeah, we are getting enough... we are getting additional sugar down there as well. We have some rum production going on down there.
There must be input for output.
Yeah, we do have these sugar plantations down here, and there's ample room for more of them. The question is whether it would be beneficial with a trade union for them. This trade union is covering these 2 oil refineries whenever I want to build those. And might have, or will have, room for... no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I probably want this dedicated to oil. Which means that I probably want it to be located farther behind, like here. So this is only going to be for oil. Now I could then do another trade union for the sugarcane. Do we really only have 2 plantations for sugar? That's surprising, actually. We could do a trade union here. If I do a trade union around this area here, the horticulturalist affects cotton. So he would reduce their number of modules required by 20%. Whereas Mrs. Brown will affect the sugarcane, won't reduce the number of fields, but she will add 20% productivity. And we could either use the hybrid cane saplings or the hybrid cotton seeds, but we do have Charlotte the Chocoholic, and she produces sugar. Interesting. Let's see, do we have anything else here that affects... Yeah, the pedologist. Right, so we want a dedicated one for sugar. And a dedicated one for cotton. We don't need the cotton one now. Nor do we really need the sugar one either, but... we definitely need the one for the chocolate factories. How can you be lacking sugar? What's going on here? There should be ample sugar here. Why aren't you going to pick up the sugar? Oh! Yeah, that might explain it. Might be a good idea to actually refine it into sugar. We have sugar cane. So yeah, that might explain it. But I'll find a location to put it and do the chocolate production and the sugar production. And then I'll show you guys the results in the next episode, I think. If you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section as always. And I hope that you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next one.